This will be a long one, with no happy ending. Three real-life days passed, and no response from Caesar. Aurelianus began to fear for his life. He assembled the legion, and sent for Paulus and Philinus to begin. The first half of the plan went perfectly. The 4th legionary stood down, remembering all that Aurelianus had done for them. Aurelianus landed at the fort with his NPC bodyguards, marching triumphantly through the road and up the stairs he had walked so many times before. He made his way to where his loyalists were already stationed. There he spoke to Philinus. Philinus held a sniper rifle, aiming it toward Caesar's tent. It was then that Philinus reported that Paulus was already speaking to the Praetorians. Paulus would begin to walk back towards the two, before stepping behind a tent and opening fire on the Praetorians. The fight had begun. The time had finally come. The time for a new age. The time for revenge. The Praetorians outside the tent were unable to retaliate. Those inside the tent were now preparing. Grenades were thrown inside of the tent. Guns were fired. Praetorians fell dead at the feet of Aurelianus and his entourage. The battle was fierce. The NPC bodyguards of ours had almost all died, but Paulus, Philinus, and Aurelianus survived. And so, Aurelianus proclaimed
that the Praetorian Guard would be abolished.
They made their way to the door of Caesar's bedroom. They breached the door, and they saw the sickly Caesar Lucius. Aurelianus flies into a rage, demanding why Caesar Lucius wouldn't respond to the petition. He demanded that Lucius step down from the position of Caesar and either retire or become Aurelianus' advisor. Caesar Lucius wouldn't accept this, and demanded that Paulus arrest Aurelianus, to which Aurelianus turned and said to Paulus, "The choice is yours. You may arrest me. We can have Lucius retire." Caesar Lucius claimed that Paulus always hated and wanted to kill Aurelianus. When Aurelianus heard this, he said to Paulus, "Well, if you do hate me enough to kill me, we will cross that bridge when we get there." Paulus replied, "I'm sure we will." After arguing and shouting until Aurelianus' voice was sore, he spoke to the gods and said, "Gods, send me a sign. If we are to allow Lucius to live, send a bighorner. If we are to kill him, send any other animal." And it was then that Aurelianus heard a coyote and turned to re-enter the bedroom. They drove the sickly Caesar Lucius from his bed, backing him into a corner where the 3 would tear at him like wolves. Aurelianus then said to them, "Let us go and assemble the legion. I wish to make a speech." When they stepped outside, there were 2 legionaries, played by GMs, who demanded answers. One accused Aurelianus of killing Caesar Lucius, to which the 3 of us responded that we had come here to save Caesar Lucius, and that the Praetorian Guard had already killed him. The one legionary didn't believe it, and challenged Aurelianus to a duel. If Aurelianus lost, the legionary became Caesar. If Aurelianus won, however, Aurelianus would be Caesar. The new Caesar Lucius Aurelianus. The duel began, and Aurelianus demanded to know, "Has there been anything I haven't done for you? Have I not bandaged you when you were hurt? Gave you healing powder when you were wounded? Did I not hunt when we had no food? Cooked when you were hungry? Have I not done these things?" The legionary agreed that Aurelianus had, and Aurelianus continued his verbal onslaught. Suddenly it began to rain, and lightning was cast down, striking the legionary 2 or 3 times. The legionary survived, though barely. Aurelianus would order someone to help him carry the legionary to the Medicae, so that they could help him. Aurelianus did his best to convince the legionary to obey the will of the gods. The legionary insisted that he would believe it if another lightning bolt struck him. It did, and it killed the legionary. Thus, The rule of Aurelianus had finally begun.